Aquarius, welcome to your Yours and Theirs reading for the week of July 14th through the 20th. Thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome to Empowered World Tarot. This is a new channel. My name is Holly Christine, and let's get into it. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light, we thank you for your help today with Aquarius and their person's reading for whatever they need to know for the highest good. Take what resonates, leave the rest, exchange or reverse the energies as necessary, and let's see what's going on. Okay, showing up as the Hierophant and the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Your person is showing up as the Seven of Cups energy, followed by the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. In the shared energies, the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. The overall energy of your reading, Aquarius, the Two of Pentacles. And what brings us to this particular reading today, the Ten of Pentacles. All right, what in the heck, what in the world's going on? The clarifiers are going to bring the details, but we're going to talk about this baseline for a minute. The overall energy says you're going back and forth about something. There's doubt here. You're just keeping the balance until you can figure something out here. The Hierophant, what you're in alignment with, we'll find out. Your person is looking at some options and confusing choices, and it looks like things are about to change in the shared energies. You both are going to feel that because they're going to change in a big way, or they already have. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence, a very secure and confident person who's got all their resources in a row. They're doing just fine, but they are on their own, looking single there. Your person is over here with the Five of Swords. They're ready to fight for something that they want at all cost, even if they have to make important sacrifices to do it. They're here to fight. And in the shared energies, that Two of Swords, there's a bunch of, I don't know, some indecision and things you just can't see or maybe don't want to see. You guys are both sort of sharing that energy. And then we have you over here as the King of Cups. Now that's some really nice energy. Very loving, very supportive, masterful in their emotions, that no matter how chaotic things are around them, they're just cool as a cucumber. You would never know it. They feel it. In fact, they feel it probably more intensely than any other archetype. Well, the cups do. All of the cups do. But the king is the best at, you wouldn't know it. You would not know it because you're not going to see what they're feeling, because they are so calm and supportive and loving no matter what is going on. But your person's over here with another challenge card, the Five of Pentacles. There's a feeling of abandonment. Either they are abandoning or they feel abandoned. There's just a lot of lack and low self-worth, or something's going on here with that Five of Pentacles. But we end up with the Queen of Wands over here, and that represents what we attract, that is attracted to us the same. So we'll see what that's about. What brings us here, the Ten of Pentacles, that's a couple of things, but first and foremost, these are the things that we want to manifest in our lives that are the most important to us. That's why we're here. And it could have to do with family and our legacy, but it could also have to do with any particular major desire or dream that we want to bring into fruition in life. So we'll see what's going on here. Let's start out with clarifying this Two of Pentacles and the overall energy. Show us the doubt. Weird. juggling something, multiple things up in the air. We're not sure. There's indecision. There's doubt. Just getting by for right now with this doubt. Keeping things as stable as possible. Show us the Two of Pentacles in the overall. And we have the Five of Swords, repeating energy. That's how your person shows up. Well, not shows up. It's their second card. Seven of Cups. That's how they show up. So we have their energies here. You're juggling that. And the Hanged Man. You're trying to gain perspective here with all the fighting and the confusing choices that are being made here. There's a definite battle. There's like an ego thing that you're dealing with, and you're just really trying to gain perspective over the situation, trying to look at things from all angles, it looks like, Aquarius, about your person. What the heck's going on is what you're saying. And at the bottom, what brings us here to this little part of the lineup is the Six of Swords. Creating distance from this, moving on to calmer waters, leaving an old way of thinking, being, acting, doing behind, and heading to a better place. Okay, as you gain perspective, get your thoughts straight. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at your Hierophant, what you're in alignment with. I already feel like we see what you're in alignment with. Okay. But we're going to find out more. The High Priestess. Good. Excellent. That would be a couple right there, the High Priestess and the Hierophant. We have the Empress. And the Knight of Swords. You're letting your intuition guide you about your person. That's for sure. And the actions that they are taking. You're just, here we go, at the bottom, Justice. You want to bring in the balance here. You want to make things right. Trying to listen to your intuition, your guidance from your higher self. That's what you're doing. Trying to stay in the most grounded energy, dealing with the information that's coming at you so quickly. Okay, let's look at your person with these confusing choices. They're looking at all their choices and their options, hoping they pick the right one. Show us the Seven of Cups in Aquarius's person's column. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Temperance. And at the bottom, the Page of Cups. It looks like these are multiple choices that they are looking at, because they don't feel like they relate together. They feel like they're separate choices. I can either just bring things to a halt, or I can just block this energy altogether. We could just slow things down. We could block things altogether. Or we can try to bring in harmony, balance, and healing, which will take a lot of patience and time. What should I pick? I hope I pick the right one. Okay. All right. So it's almost like do nothing, totally block the energy, put walls up, or try and bring harmony. Okay, let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. The major change here that's in the shared energies. Here we go. Yep, Eight of Swords, Ten of Cups, Five of Wands. Yeah, so both of you are feeling stuck and confused, and this sense of conflict and struggle. And this is changing things. This is bringing major change to the relationship. It's turbulent, is what it feels like. On your person's side, Aquarius, not so much on yours, although you're dealing with it, but their choices and all the different things that they look at, it's just confusing, and it creates stagnant energy. like a trapped energy. You can't see what to do. You almost feel paralyzed, like in action. Like, I don't know what to do. There's all this conflict around what's supposed to be our happy home. What the heck's going on? And these things are changing things. At the bottom, we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, it was at the bottom of the baseline as well. Uh, Showing that, we're here, we're taking a time out, and we're really trying to get our thoughts clear and straight about everything that's going on. Again, like the hangman over here, gaining perspective on this situation, trying to figure it out. All right, let's take a look at the Nine of Pentacles over here. Independent, doing just fine on your own. Show us the nine of Pentacles for Aquarius. Knight of Wands. Page of Wands. Five of Cups. And there's that Four of Swords again at the bottom. Somebody is feeling impulsive here to head towards a new interest, to focus on something else, but there's also a sense of loss, regret, sorrow, and grieving here as they leave. And I say they, I mean, I think it's you. I think it's you deciding, I need to put my focus on something else, which is yourself here and your own independence. But you're sorry you have to do so. And we're here because this is what we're seeing when your thoughts are clear. You're like, I gotta go. I just gotta go. You feel the urge, you feel the necessity, you feel the need. It feels impulsive, like you want to do it quickly. I just want to get out of here, kind of thing. Knight of Wands, and we had the Knight of Swords back here. So, again, feeling like you want to do something quickly, paying attention to your intuition. And it has to do with your person and the actions that you're going to take that you feel like you should leave. Okay, let's look at your person over here. Winning at all costs. They are ready to fight no matter what. Show us the Five of Swords, Three of Wands, Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups. And at the bottom, the King of Cups. Wow, this feels erratic also. Well, King of Cups, it's you over here, King of Cups. And male and female in the card doesn't matter. It's just the energy of the card. The one who stays calm in the chaos. You are calm. You're confident in your own self is what you are. But you do feel like you gotta go. And that it's in like your best interest to head this new direction. Even though it makes you sad that this has to be done. You just feel like it's in your best interest, it seems like, to do so. But your person... I don't know, is waiting. It's like erratic energy. They're here because of you. They're fighting because of you or for you. And here they're waiting. Here they're getting ready to grab their things and go. So it's like, I'll wait for you. No, I'm leaving. I don't know if they're coming after you here or what. Maybe they're coming after you. And then the Ace of Cups. They want to offer like a new opportunity for love to happen and blossom here. It's like, wait, go, offer love. It's erratic. You see what I mean? It's like all over the place. Kind of like their choices up here are erratic. It's this, that, or that. And here it's like, should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Or should I offer more love, a new opportunity? And it's like they're fighting for this in this way. For you, they're willing to do whatever. Stay, go, or make new promises of love. Again, it feels erratic. But they're showing they're willing to do whatever they think it takes to do to get you back to fight for you. Let's look at the Two of Swords. This is the big I don't know. I can't see. This is what you guys can't see. It's in the shared energies. Six of Swords, somebody moving on, somebody leaving, time to go. Moving on to calmer waters. We saw it before. I believe we saw it as the underlying reason what brought us over here, if I'm not mistaken. Six of Wands, time to go. This is the goal I'm reaching for, or we are reaching for. Justice. To make things right, to make things balanced in life. What you guys don't see or don't want to look at, or one of you can see and the other one can't, not sure, but you're both going to feel these energies for sure, is that leaving is the actual best thing that one can do here for balance. This would be the right thing to feel better, is to leave, to move on. Six of Swords. But you can't see, neither one of you are sure about it. That's what it is. It's like, I don't know. This, but the cards say yes, even if you guys don't know that it is the best thing. At the bottom, the Hierophant, what we're in alignment with. Neither one of you knows that this is the right thing, but it is. It is time to move on. That's what it looks like, guys. That's what it looks like here. And again, I'm referred to look back over here at the overall energy. This is you, Aquarius, dealing with these energies of their Five of Swords and Seven of Cups. Their confusing choices and battlesome type energy. You're gaining perspective here. You may not be able to see things clearly yet, but hopefully this reading will help you. Let's look at your King of Cups. It's wonderful energy. Keeping your heart open. Your emotions are perfectly balanced. You're a very, very balanced, emotionally balanced person over here. Show us the King of Cups. Very supportive energy, very loving energy. Calm, cool, collected. In the midst of this, look at that. Painful ending, Ten of Swords. Yep, you are good at being calm. Four of Wands, this commitment could be a marriage that's over. But whatever it is, it's a relationship commitment for sure. And the Ace of Pentacles, new opportunity to build stability is what that is. It's an offer. Nine of Pentacles. Nope, you're here because Nine of Pentacles. You're choosing to remain single. This is over. This relationship, this commitment is over, and it looks like any new opportunity to build stability from the ground up with this commitment it looks like that's over. You're choosing to remain on your own, and you'll just build your own stability from now on your own. This Ace of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles equals a Ten of Pentacles. Your stability, the things that you're going to create and manifest in the ideal in your life, is at this point choosing to remain on your own, or to go on your own. Let's look at the Five of Pentacles in your person's column. This is the card of abandonment, feeling lost, forsaken, low self-worth, low self-esteem. I'm not enough. I don't have enough. I'm being abandoned. This, what I care about is abandoning me. Two of Wands, thinking about their future. Which path do they take? This is very hard. They're calling in strength to get through this. And the Emperor. Wow, again, it's erratic energy. Look at the bottom, Eight of Cups. Because somebody's leaving, somebody's being called away is why we're here. And they feel abandoned because of it. You've got to go. and they just are in this place of, oh my God, what am I going to do? Now my future totally changes. What do I do? I feel like crap. I'm being abandoned. This is really hard. Oh, I know. I'll become the emperor and control. I'm in control. I don't need anybody. I'm fine. So they go from, it's like erratic. They go from really low to really high. Five of Pentacles, the Emperor, from feeling like the lowest of low that a person can feel to nothing bothers me. I'm okay. I'm the balance of all four kings. I can handle anything. So they go from one to the other really quick. Like they go through their choices, or like they, it's consistent. They're erratic. They're all over the place. One minute they're in their ego, the next minute they're in their feels of emotion that feels really bad. Let's look at the Queen of Wands and the shared energies. What we attract? What we attract, like a magnet, what we attract. Six of Pentacles. The Tower. The Devil. Wow. And at the bottom, the Three of Pentacles. Wow. I'm not quite sure what this means, but let's talk about it for a minute, because the cards are unusual how they came out together like this. The Six of Pentacles, first of all, is all about equal give and take. Both people being on the same page. A lot of balance there with the, we're on the same page. There's destruction here. We attract destruction. This is like an agreement. We're on the same page. We're attracting an agreement. That's what you're saying here. Okay, as we talk it out, it's making sense. We agree that this isn't working, that we have explosive, destabilizing energy that keeps showing up. We keep attracting it in our relationship. And the Devil, it's a repeating pattern that's unhealthy. Okay, so that's what you're saying. You both agree that together you guys keep attracting this type of energy. And what brings us here? The Three of Pentacles. This is a rebuilding of stability of sorts. It's coming together more as friends. So this looks like a possible agreement to, let's just be friends, because as a couple, it's just not working out together. Okay, fair enough. Now it all makes sense. Now you've gained perspective. You've made a decision. You've gained perspective. And you're both in agreement on the same page here. Very good. It usually doesn't wrap up so neatly like that. Let's get some final advice for Aquarius. Oh, there we go. The Empress. We saw you with that energy back here. The King of Wands. And the Hermit. Oh. At the bottom, the Three of Pentacles again. Spirit, so funny, so consistent, so funny, saying, yeah. Okay, so when it comes to the Empress energy, I think that's how you feel about your person. You really, really hold them in high regard, even though their energy has been erratic. And the King of Wands, I'm going to call that you, because you're over here as the King of Cups. It might not be. It might be the opposite. You might be the Empress, the very grounded, ideal energy, and they might be the King of Wands over here as part of this, maybe an erratic person who acts on their passions, It could go either way, but we have these two different energies here. One is you, one is the other person. And then we have the Hermit, which is the deepest healing card in the tarot. Gaining perspective, shining a light in the dark. What is in our way? Let's get it out of the way. Let's heal here. So in order to heal this relationship, is what Spirit is saying and advising, friendship is the best way to go. Three of Pentacles. Let's dial it down. We don't have to have a Ten of Pentacles family legacy together. We can focus on our friendship and leave it at that, and just recognize that we're better off as friends than we are as a couple here. All right. Let's get a final message from the oracle here called the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Spirit, what message do you have for Aquarius for Wisdom of the Hidden Realms? Yeah, Spirit is in agreement. You came to the most healing conclusion. The most peaceful conclusion is to be friends. Let's remain friends. All right, from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms for Aquarius. There it is. The Lady of the Mirror. It is card number 44, Reflection and Non-Judgment. The Lady of the Mirror. The Lady of the Mirror is both ally and challenger, asking you to see yourself in the mirror made by the events in your life. She represents the powerful force of the law of attraction and reminds you that what you are is what you attract. This isn't to say that you need to blame yourself for inviting transgressions, or if you find yourself a victim of a big picture event, say like a war. This is a distorted interpretation of this law. Certain events are fated to test our faith. Rather, you find yourself within the web woven through your life, your relationships, opportunities, desires, seeming failures, and successes. Observe how you've responded to life's challenges, great and small, and be aware what is familiar in the present. Release all judgment and accept things exactly as they are with love. The Lady in the Mirror asks that you honor every part of your story as essential to your highest unfolding. Can you see yourself as being exactly where you need to be on your path? Do you love what you see in the mirror? Can you perceive your part in your reactions and the motives behind your current inquiry? You will find your answer in a thorough and honest self-appraisal. Wow. The Lady in the Mirror. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror without judgment and know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And the patterns and the things that you see showing up in your life are attracted for your own highest evolvement. Wow. This Spirit, you do it every single time. Absolutely amazing. Tying it all together, telling a story. If you relate to this reading, or if you just like the format of how we do this here at Empowered World Tarot, please throw a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I hope this helps. I hope this gives you the bigger picture view of realizing what's going on and taking responsibility for it and the right actions for yourself moving forward. We're all walking each other home. We're all mirrors of each other, or helping each other to look in the mirror. Everybody holds up a mirror to each other so that we can see ourselves with gained perspective. All right, with that, I wish you guys the best, and I look forward to reading for you next time. Take care, Aquarius.